Welcome to Vienna, Austria. Until the beginning of the 20th century, Vienna was the largest German-speaking city in the world. And before the splitting of the Austro-Hungarian Empire in the World War I, the city is located in the eastern part of Austria and is close to the border of Czech Republic, Slovakia, and Hungary. The city center was designated as the UNESCO World Heritage Site. In July 2017, it was moved to the list of World Heritage in Danger. Vienna is known as the City of Music due to its musical legacy, as many famous musicians such as Beethoven and Mozart called Vienna home. Welcome back to my channel, Ken from Travel the World with Thorkenn. If you are new from my channel, please don't forget to subscribe, like, and click the notification bell so that you will be notified if I uploaded my new travel experience video. Enjoy watching, Ken from Travel the World with Thorkenn. Welcome to Schönbrunn Palace. Schönbrunn Palace is one of the Austria's most important cultural assets and since the 1960s has been one of Vienna's major tourist attractions, drawing millions of visitors each year. At the 20th session of the World Heritage Committee held in December 1996, Schönbrunn Palace was put on the list of UNESCO World Cultural Heritage Sites, an institution founded in 1972. Inclusion is this the list confirms that importance of the palace and its gardens as a unique Baroque ensemble. The park at Schönbrunn Palace was opened to the public around 1779 and since then has provided a popular recreational amenity for the Viennese population as well as being a focus of a great culture and historical interest for international visitors. Extendedly 1.2 km from east to west and approximately 1 km from north to south. It was placed together with the palace on the UNESCO list of World Heritage Sites in 1996. Schönbrunn Palace was the main summer residence of the Habsburg rulers, located in Heitzing, Vienna. The name Schönbrunn has its roots in an artesian well from which water was consumed by the court. At the end of the 17th century, Emperor Leopold I commissioned the Baroque architect Johann Bernhard Fischer von Erlach, who had received his training in Rome, to design an imperial hunting lodge for his son, Crown Prince Joseph, later to become an Emperor Joseph I, replacing the Chateau de Plaisance built on its sites for the Dowager Empress Eleonora on Gonzaga in 1642. It was to grow into a Palatian imperial residence over the course of the 18th century. Let's go! The park gates are open at 6:30 a.m. You can enter the Palace Park free of charge during opening hours. If you wish to visit to the Schönbrunn special attractions, such as the Prado Garden, the Orangery Garden, or the maze, as well as the zoo, the Palm House, and the Desert House, you need to purchase the individual admission tickets. Welcome to Stephen's Dome or St. Stephen's Cathedral. It's the symbol of historical Vienna and one of the city's most popular attractions. The iconic structure has witnessed many important events over the past 700 years and today provides visitors with a remarkable place to enjoy classical music concerts, breathtaking city views, and the staggeringly beautiful architecture. Being almost a millennial old, Stefan's Dome is a treasure trove to the secrets. If you're planning on stopping by during your trip to Vienna, here are some interesting facts about the cathedral guaranteed to inspire you and get you excited about your visit. The cathedral dates back to the 12th century. The initial foundation stone of Stephen's Dome dates all the way back to 1137. However, the rest of the building isn't quite as old. After the foundation stone, the second oldest part of the cathedral is the main entrance door, was created in 1263. Over the centuries, several towers, extensions, and other additionals were introduced to the building designed to enhance and improve its classic Gothic look. RC roof. Many people agreed that the best part of the Stephens Dome is the dazzling roof, towering 38 meters above the ground and showcasing 230,000 glazed tiles used to form various patterns. The St. Stephen's Cathedral roof is unlike anything you've ever seen before. On the south side of the roof, above the core, the mosaic features the image of the double-headed eagle, the symbol of the Austrian Empire, which was ruled by the Habsburgs. The north side features another two eagles, each with only one head and carrying coats of the arms representing the city of Vienna and the Republic of Austria. Home to a record-breaking bell. There are 13 bells hanging within the St. Stephen's Cathedral. The best known bell, the Pumirin, sits inside the 63.3-meter tall North Tower and in the second largest free-swinging chime shards bell in Europe. Did you know that many famous people had visited St. Stephen's Cathedral over the centuries? The epochal structure was where Joseph Haydn sang in the choir when he was a boy, and it's also where he married Maria Anna Theresia Kila in 1760. Mozart married Constanza Weber at the spot in 1782, and just 9 years later, it was used to host the composer's funerals in 1791. Antonio Vivaldi also had his funeral at the cathedral in 1741, as well as Franz Joseph I of Austria in 1916. The Hundred Wasser House is an apartment house in Vienna, Austria, built after the idea of concept of the Austrian artist Friedensreich Hundred Wasser. The history of the Hundred Bazaar village. In the 19th century, the building was built as a horse stable of the local post office. After that, it was used as a garage and a petrol station. Klaus Kalka bought the building in 1971 and opened the most modern tire factory in Vienna at the time. A decade later, just opposite of the tire factory, Kalke watched the constructions admiringly of the Hundred Basta house, which is fascinating architecture. The house actually belongs to the city of Vienna, who rent out the apartments to individuals just like with the other public housing. As a result, you can go inside, but you can wander around the outside or access the terrace cafe. If you crave a closer look at the architectural concept, then pop into the Hundred Plaza village opposite. This small mall-like construction, completed in 1991, features the unusual 100 Vasa flair thanks to the great man's guidance. Inside the village, various small shops and snacks outlets surround a center bar spilling out of the street. Quiet 100 Vasa would think of it all now. I don't know, given that many of these shops were run of the mill souvenirs stores of many visits. The design comes as no surprise, given Hundert Baza himself and the architect Giuseppe Cravina formed the creative brains behind what has become one of the Vienna's most visited attractions. The building was Hundert Vasa's first architectural work, completed in 1985 at the cost of over 7 million euro. He went on to pursue various each building projects, including an iconic Viennese incinerator. Obviously, both the artist Friedrich Reich, Hundert Bassa, and the art lover Klaus Kalke enjoyed the transformation of a tire factory into an architecturecally impressive work of art. After 1 year of construction works, Hundert Bassa Village opened to the public on June 17, 1991. Welcome to Hofburg Palace. This is definitely one of the most popular landmarks in Vienna, and it currently houses several notable things to see, such as the Imperial Apartments, the Imperial Silver Collections, the CC Museum, and more. Best of all, admission to this historic location is included with the some tourist passes, allowing you to save a lot of money on tickets. Vienna's Imperial Palace is one of the biggest palace complexes in the world. The oldest parts date back to the 13th century. Vienna's Imperial Palace, the Hofburg, was for the centuries the seat of the Habsburg rulers of Austria until the end of World War I. A great deal of European history was written here, in particular by Empress Maria, and for a while the German Emperor. Today, this spectacular palace is used as an the official seat of the Austrian head of the state, the federal president. The palace complex, one of the largest in the world, is particularly interesting, and its major building reflects more than 700 years of architectural history. In fact, nearly every Austrian ruler since 1275 ordered additionals or alterations to it, leaving a distinct architectural legacy. If you are planning to visit a lot of notable landmarks while visiting in Vienna, it might make sense to purchase a tourist pass. You can save a few euros off general admission prices. There are currently three different types of passes in Vienna: all-inclusive, set numbers of attractions, and the travel discount passes. The all-inclusive passes typically offers the best opportunity to save money, with dozens of different attractions included over the courses of the specific amount of time, 1 until to 6 days. Alternatively, the set numbers of attractions pass allows you to pay one flat price for 3, 4, or 5 different activities. Finally, the travel discount pass covers the price of the public transportations for 24, 48, or 72 hours at a time. In addition to paying for the travels, this pass also includes additional discounts of 10% to 50% of popular attractions. From the airport, you can go to the tourist informations and ask for the 72 hours all-inclusive bus and train transportations along the Vienna city only free. In 1832, Prince von Metternich instructed the merely 16 years old apprentice Franz Sacca to create a dessert for his descending guests. The sweet and sumptuous masterpiece was to be made with a chocolate, apricot jam, and whipped cream, which became the tasty triad comprising the basis of the recipe for the success that would become an original Sacca torta. That every recipe remains the foundations of every original Sacca torta baked by hand to this very day. Today, the original Sacca torta stands out as one of the Vienna's cultural and culinary crowning symbols. In fact, to quote at the German daily Süddeutsche Zeitung, is the widely accepted as the currency of interpersonal relationship around the world. Indeed, the hotel, which is the son of the pioneer patisseries opened years later, now similarly stand out as one of the most renowned hotels in the world. Thank you for your love and support to my channel. Feel free to leave your comment about what did you saw or any feedbacks that will help my channel to improve in the future. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and click the notification bell so that you will be notified if I uploaded my new travel experience videos. Stay safe and take care.